Namaste. The Brahmanas or Brahmanam are Vedic Shruti works attached to the Samhitas of the Rig, Sam, Yajur and Aitareya Vedas. They are a secondary layer or classification of Sanskrit texts embedded within each Veda, often explain and give instructions on the performance of Vedic rituals. In addition to explaining the symbolism and meaning of the Samhitas, Brahmana literature also expounds scientific knowledge of the Vedic period, including observational astronomy and particularly in relation to altar construction, geometry basically. Divergent in nature, some Brahmanas also contain mystical and philosophical material that constitutes Aranyaks and Upanishads. Each Veda has one or more of its own Brahmanas, and each Brahman is generally associated with a particular shakha or Vedic school. Dating of the final codification of the Brahmanas and associated Vedic texts is controversial, as they were likely recorded after several centuries of oral transmission. The oldest Brahman is dated to about 900 BCE, while the youngest are dated to around 700 BCE. Etymologically, the word Brahman or Brahmanam is derived from Brahman, which signifies the Brahma priest who must know all Vedas and understand the whole course and meaning of the sacrifice. The dictum of such a Brahma priest who possessed a great authority was called Brahman. It is said that King Bukka requested his preceptor and minister Madhavacharya to write a commentary on the Vedas so that even common people would be able to understand the meaning of the Vedic mantras. Madhavacharya told him that his younger brother Sayan was a learned person and hence he should be entrusted with this task. The 14th century Sanskrit scholar Sayan composed numerous commentaries on Vedic literature, including the Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyaks, and Upanishads. Sayan has said in the introduction of his commentary on the Rig Veda, which in tradition is not a hymn or a mantra, is a Brahmana, and which is not a Brahman is a mantra. Brahmans are most important among several other texts which are composed in ancient times to explain the difficult meaning and secret knowledge of the Vedic Samhitas. The main subject of the Brahmanas is injunction, that is vidhi, all other topics being subservient to it. Originally, there were numerous Brahmanas as quoted in the Sanskrit texts, of which only a few have survived to us. For each Samhita, there are corresponding Brahmans. Principal Brahmans of all Vedas can be studied as: with Rig Veda, we find Aitareya Brahman, Kaushtiki or Sankhyayan Brahman. Yajur Veda, which is divided into two parts, with Shukla Yajur Veda, Shatapatha Brahman is associated, and with Krishna Yajur Veda, Taittiriya Brahman is associated. With Sam Veda, we find Tandya Mahabrahman or Panchavimsha Brahman, Shadvansh Brahman, and Jain Brahman. And with Atharva Veda, we find Gopat Brahman. If you want to know more about the Vedas, kindly check the entire playlist, The Vedic Literature, in which I have made various videos on each Veda, Upanishad, Aranyak, and all other associated aspects. Thank you.